Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, man. Is
Okay,
it?
so I would like to say that I'm trying a new alcohol today.
Okay, what is it?
You can hear me through my microphone, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I
So
hear
it's
the
called,
wrapper or whatever the top is that you're playing with. Oh, it's the top.
yeah, I
Okay.
can't get it off. Wait. Oh. Oh, shit.
So already bad craftsmanship on the tab, huh?
I'm in my bed right now and I don't usually eat or drink in my bed, but I'm breaking my rules. So this is
Wait,
called
really?
Loverboy.
I've been dying to try these. They're so
Holy
hard to
shit.
find by me, though.
Really? I don't know where they're from. So my downstairs neighbor and I have this thing where we both really love seltzers. So every time we get a new one, we give each other one of the flavors.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so she gave me this Loverboy sparkling hard tea, and this is white tea peach. Apparently, this is like a Bravo drink or something.
Peach.
It says kissed with lavender. This sounds fucking weird.
Okay, I'm so excited for you to try it. I had a friend who tried it because I've been looking for them everywhere. And her sister literally drove to Pennsylvania to get them because you cannot find them near like where I live.
Okay, so it's really fucking good.
Okay, that's what she said too.
But there's another kind. It was like a chai. I gotta go get the other one now.
Well, there's
Hang on.
like, I think there's 6 flavors.
6? I only have 2.
Well, yeah, she's not going to give you a flavor of each. That'd be too nice.
When I got the White Claw. Oh, I got the White Claw. What was it? Why can't I think? Oh, the White Claw iced tea.
Teas.
I gave her one flavor of each. Maybe she only bought these 2 flavors.
I don't think
Okay,
you
so
can.
this one is orange chai tea kissed with spice. This is definitely targeted
Interesting.
towards females.
You don't drink chai tea?
No, it says kissed. Sorry, it says kissed with spice, and the other one is kissed with lavender.
Oh, kissed. You're saying, okay,
Yeah.
You're saying the phrasing. I thought you meant the flavors. I was like, I don't know if flavors are technically female or male. I think they're for everyone.
Okay, so this tastes like orange chai tea.
Ooh, I love chai tea.
So I'm not a huge fan of it, but it tastes.
Of course, like the thing
fake.
that I love would be the thing that you're not a huge fan of, because like, classic.
Here, you can have this one.
Thanks so much.
So this,
cheers.
I guess I would give it a great review because it doesn't taste like fake.
Okay, that's a huge added benefit. So many things taste like they just dipped like dropped flavoring kind of deal into it, and then you're like, oh.
Okay, here's the sketchy thing. Ingredients: organic brewed tea, which is water and organic black tea. Second ingredient: alcohol.
What kind of alcohol?
Just alcohol.
It
literally just says alcohol. And then there's a few other things.
Does it say malt on it? Like, is it a malt beverage or is it hard alcohol that's in it?
It is not a malt beverage. Gluten-free.
Love that.
It's gluten-free.
Most seltzers are. Well, like all seltzers, really.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Are you okay? Oh. Ew. Cover the mic.
I moved it away from my mouth.
Are you okay? Oh, my Lord.
Well, first of all, who are you?
I'm Ricki.
I'm
I
Jake.
say, first of all, 4 minutes into the podcast. First of all, who the fuck are you?
I'm Jake.
And you're listening to 20-somethings doing nothing. I love that you have 2 drinks now. Because on top of the 2 drinks that you have, we're also going to play a game that involves drinking. So this is just going to be all around a fun time.
This is going to be a mess because these are both delicious and I don't want to waste either of them. So
don't you dare.
I don't really know what
That's
to do.
Alcohol abuse.
Yeah, alcohol abuse. We have so many exciting things today also.
You seem more excited today than like you typically are to record. And I think it's because we have so many exciting things going on.
We have way too many things going on for us. And later on, we're going to talk about a very, very, very exciting thing for you. And then next week, hopefully, we'll talk about a very, very exciting thing for me.
Yeah, I think it should be next week. Because, you got to like keep the people on their toes.
I'm working on a video basically to coincide with what I want to say.
Right. Yes.
So hopefully we'll finish that this week.
Okay, cool. You want to get into random shit?
Yeah, I mean, I think this counts as my random shit.
I mean, yeah, it totally can count as your random shit. That's actually very good. It should.
I have another
Okay.
short random shit. Okay. I really don't know which one I want to drink because they're both really delicious, but they're both very different.
Go back and forth between each of them.
Fuck.
It's like a
Okay.
flavor fuck for your mouth, but
Oh
like
my
in a positive
God.
way.
This lover boy is fucking my mouth. That's really fucking weird. I'm really annoyed that I said that.
I love that you did, because I'm 100% going to make you clip that.
No fucking way.
Yes, you are. Or I'll do it. Oh man. Okay. So we'll get into my random shit and then we'll go back to your one random shit thing that you have.
Mhm.
Okay. So my random shit is that I want to shout out a small business that so I was going to say, I think I've become like the candle lady and I'm not upset about it. I love candles so much. Everybody knows, and if you don't know, now you will know, that we are creating candles. Each of us, me and Jake, are creating our own candle with Wax Cabin Candle Company that launches April 19th, and we're super fucking pumped about it. But there's also this small business, Rebel Candles, who
What's it called?
Rebel Candles sent a candle, Black Cherry and Merlot. You probably can't see it because it's very bright, and I'm showing it to people who can watch on YouTube. And it smells just like a sweet wine. So I'm really excited to light it. I haven't yet. I figured I would wait till this point to light it.
I forget what mine's called. You didn't tell me you were talking about it, so I don't have mine on me.
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
in my living room.
I am really excited about it, and I totally get that like you would have yours in your living room. I just didn't think about it.
But thank you for sending us candles because I love candles.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Oh, I like your what's that called? Your Zippo lighter.
Thank you. It's actually AJ's, but I just steal it from him all the time because purple is my favorite color.
We learned from Jen from Wax Cabin Candle Company that candles have a what it is, a hot smell and a cold smell or something. I forget what it was called.
I don't think that's the correct terminology, but essentially that's what it means though. Is that like a candle has a smell when you initially smell it, and then it has a smell while you light it. That's different.
Yeah. I forget what the name is, but
And this one smells very similar to its actual smell though.
You know, I said this last week, I think.
But go check them out. Also, like go check them out. I'm going to put a promo code on my social media, so go do your thing.
Oh, you got promo code?
I got a promo code.
Oh, hell
Give you
yeah.
that discount because I love you so much. That's not to you. That's to the listener.
Oh. So can I not use your discount code? Because I don't have a discount code. This is just awkward.
Oh, man. But Rebel Candles, go check them out.
Cool.
And then what was your other... Businesses. We love small businesses. We fully support all of them.
Yes.
We love them.
Yes.
What's your other random shit?
My other random shit is I told you that I thought I was going to be late to this episode today because I was going to do my taxes. Right? I was going to H&R Block. So I go to H&R Block's website. Last year I used somebody else. This year I was going to go there. So I went on their website and I found the master tax preparer or whatever his name was.
Ooh.
Because there's like different levels of people. Yeah.
Really?
So I wanted to go to like the highest level person. And I get there and they just give me some random person. And I was like, well, that's strike number one. And then strike number two was it said online like, oh, starting at $79 or something or $69. And then like, yeah, it's going to be $299, like $299. And I was like, I'm going to have to go.
Because what the hell?
What? How do you tell? My tax return's not even complicated.
No,
and
yours is the most
me it's going to be $300?
And easiest tax return to do. It's a little difficult for you because you've done it wrong before, but for a normal accountant, it's a very easy set of taxes to do. Seriously. So that's bullshit. I'm glad you walked out. That makes no sense to me.
So anyway, we've definitely talked about this before, but I'm just so pissed off that they don't teach you how to do your fucking taxes in school.
Agreed. But then there wouldn't be any accountants.
It's not my fucking problem.
Okay, solid point. Point taken. I have no argument to that. You're right.
There could still be accountants though, because there's people that
businesses,
think of rich people or businesses, people that don't want to do it themselves, or excuse me, or just it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Mine
that's
is
totally
simple.
Okay, I'm with you. All right, I'm agreeing. Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just mad because H&R Block sucks. So I'm not going back to H&R Block. I'll tell you that much.
Understandable. I don't blame you at all.
This is why we
Do you
like
wanna
small
play?
businesses.
Yeah, this is definitely why we like small businesses better. They're also just better around, like, all the way around.
That
Big
was not English,
businesses
but
are
yeah, I
shit.
get what you mean.
I meant it. It sounded like English in my head, and I meant it, and I will not take it back.
All right.
Okay, let's play our game. I mostly am rushing right now because I want to get to this game because I'm very nervous how it's going to go. So I just want it to be done.
I am playing that fun intro outro music for this game.
Oh man, I can't even hear it, but this is exciting, I guess. Yay.
This music is so lame. Oh, I should have prepared something more fun.
Shocker that you didn't, though.
Okay, so we did not steal this game from anybody because it's just a well-known thing. We stole the idea of doing it on our podcast from Erica and John from Almost On Air podcast.
So we stole it. But that's okay.
Well,
we accept
yeah.
that. We're okay with it.
But I told her we were going to steal it, and she said okay. But we don't need her permission, so I didn't really give a fuck. I just thought I would be nice.
Okay, I like that we have our friends' permission to steal the game that they had done on their own podcast.
We steal the game that they stole from somebody else, so it's not really stealing.
I mean, it's still stealing. It's just double stealing.
So we are double stealing the game Truth or Drink.
Very excited.
Ricki was a little late to this episode because I was like, we're doing shots, right? Not sips of alcohol.
And I didn't know that.
She said, "Oh my God, what?"
I need to regroup. And I was like, I had wine because I was like, okay, we're gonna drink wine. So with dinner, I had wine with my boyfriend. And then Jake was like, so I'm gonna go get the shots. And I was like, the what?
Yeah.
The shots? Like
the shots.
Like the hard alcohols?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, that light makes you look good.
Thanks. I tried. I had to get my hair done on Thursday, so it doesn't look that great right now. So everyone ignore the faded purple that's like kind of bluish too. Just let me live.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
Of course.
So the way this game works is you and I have both prepared 5 questions. For each other. We either have to answer that question or take a shot.
Okay. Yes.
What are you drinking?
I was just going to ask you that, Jake Ford.
Oh my God.
I am drinking Slain whiskey. If you watched our St. Patrick's Day stream on Twitch with Carla Marie and Anthony, we all drank Slain and it was amazing. So I'm going to keep drinking that because I also love my whiskey. Jake's not the biggest whiskey person though. So it kind of makes sense that you're like, ooh, I had a rough experience.
I legitimately really enjoyed that whiskey, but we were ripping shots.
Yeah, we got way too drunk.
I can't do that again. That was really good over with like 2 or 3 ice cubes.
Right.
And I was sipping it and it was delicious and didn't burn my throat, which was awesome.
No, it's really fucking good.
But I can't do that right now. So I'm having this Loverboy, but for my shots, I'm drinking this iHeartMedia sponsored Double Cross vodka.
Amazing.
Can you say I got this for free at work?
I love that though. That also like kind of ties into our announcement later. So that's kind of crazy.
Yes,
it's almost like you did it on purpose, even though I know you didn't. And right now you're going to pretend like you did, but you didn't.
I definitely did.
No, you didn't, you ass.
No, I should have. Okay. Anyway. So, do you want to start?
Okay, sure. I'm like, ooh, what question should I start with? Because I have some questions that are nice and some that are not so nice.
See, you are such an open book that it was so difficult for me to pick questions that I thought you wouldn't actually answer.
I knew you were going to have a problem with that.
It was hard.
So now I'm like kind of scared of what the fuck you came up with. All right. I'll start with one that's not so bad.
Okay.
When's the last time that you ate a booger?
Oh, I've legitimately can tell you this. I have never eaten a booger.
What do you mean you've never eaten a booger?
Ever. I still pick my nose and I'll like flick it behind the couch. But like I have legitimately never eaten a booger.
There's no fucking way you've never eaten a booger.
It's always grossed me out so much. When I would watch people do it in elementary school, I wanted to vomit all over them.
What?
Never will,
I
never
ate a
have.
booger like last year because I was wondering what boogers tasted like. I forgot what they tasted like from when we were little, you know? So I got like a big, nice one and I was like, I'm curious what it tastes like. So I ate the
It makes
booger.
me so nauseous. Like, legitimately makes me nauseous thinking about
And
that.
like, I understood why when you're young, you think boogers taste good because it didn't
Ew.
taste bad.
What?
It's like salty. It's like salt. Yeah, it's weird.
Wow.
And like mushy. And my boyfriend is literally in the living room right now listening to this. And he's probably like, what the fuck is going on?
That's going to be awkward for some of my questions.
He just said, I'm trying not to laugh. Oh, great. Jake just said this is going to be awkward for some of my questions then. As if he doesn't listen every week anyway.
Oh, sorry, AJ.
Okay. Well,
all right,
whatever.
Ricki.
Fine. I guess you don't have to drink that time.
How many people have you had sex with?
Oh, good question. Mostly just good because I don't really know.
Of course, it's going to be your fucking confident answer. I don't know. I lost track.
No. Not that I lost track. I just don't know because I was never one of those people that like counted all of them. So now I'm kind of counting in my head. I think 9.
Wow, there's no fucking way I would have said my answer.
Oh, I think it was 9. I think I've
You're
had sex
way
with
too
9
open.
people.
I don't know if you're going to drink anything for this.
Have I defeated all purposes of this game?
Maybe. It doesn't work with you. Okay, next question.
Okay, next one. Who is your least
So good.
favorite family member and why?
Oh, fuck.
I literally just said to AJ, I was like, I know Jake will not be able to answer this one, so I need to ask it.
Oh, like, are we talking immediate family or are we talking like extended family?
Immediate family. Grab that vodka. I totally respect this. I literally was like, there's no way he's going to answer this. And I respect this. Cheers to you, Jake. Cheers. And to whoever the family member that you hate the least. Cheers to them as well.
Warm vodka. It's gross warm.
Oh my God. Do you want to like go grab like a shaker or something?
No, I have my lover boy.
Thank God.
So fucking weird. All right, Ricki. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh God.
David Brody, Scary, and Anthony from Carla Marie and Anthony.
That is the most fucked up question that anyone's ever asked me in my
I
life.
told you it was not easy.
Oh my God. Okay, I bow to you on that account.
You're not gonna answer.
Nope. I'm not gonna answer that one. I'm gonna take my Slain whiskey shot with some pickle juice. My pickle.
Oh, you take the pickle juice first. Oh, you take a little sip and then you take the shot and then you take the rest of the pickle juice. Oh gosh, my stomach hurts from just watching you do that after that St. Patrick's Day thing.
Good though.
I know, but I can't take shots of that.
Oh man, I am crying. If you're on YouTube, you could see the glisten underneath my eye. I'm crying. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, this is a good episode to watch on YouTube if you have not or not watching us on YouTube.
Or just like listen to us while you're driving and then watch us on YouTube later when you go home.
Yeah. Double the fun.
Yeah, of course. All right. Next question. I just got so uncomfortable. Next question. Oh, this one, I'll do an easy one because I did like an easy one, a hard one, and then I'll do an easy one now.
Okay.
What do you think about the most while you're pooping?
What do I think about the most while I'm pooping? The smell. It's usually
a
like,
little deeper than that.
like, how bad does this shit smell? Because,
Ew.
there's like a range of like doesn't smell at all to like I need to get out of this bathroom.
You're disgusting. Also, though, like we talk about poop all the time, so that's not that surprising.
Yeah. All right, Ricki.
I don't like that you're laughing before you're going to ask me this next question. That makes me not so confident in it.
What are 3 adjectives to best describe your hoo-ha?
Where the fudge? Sorry, where the fuck did you find this question or think of this question?
I had help. And by hoo-ha, I'm referring to vagina, by the way.
For the adults in the room, it's a vagina.
Yeah. For us, it's a hoo-ha.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, how am I employed?
Okay. You can't even fucking say it.
Oh. We're not making it through this game.
You know what?
Oh.
We're sex positive and female empowerment here. So
Oh god, this is really I'm gonna regret asking this question, aren't I?
magical.
Okay.
Well kept. Like, what's the third one? Magical, well kept. Box of fun.
Box of fun is not an adjective.
I don't know what other adjective to use.
Fun. Fun is an adjective.
Okay, fun.
Ugh,
If given the chance, then it's fun. Only one person gets a chance now.
Yeah, you took the easy way out of that one.
I don't know what else to say. Okay. Next question. Who is the most inappropriate person that you have ever had a crush on? Your face right now is like shock, confusion, a slight tinge of anger, and just flat out scared.
Who's the most
Yeah, grab the vodka. Grab the vodka.
I'm trying to think, like who's the most inappropriate where the fuck did you think of this question? Who's the most inappropriate person I've ever had a crush on? Yeah.
You so badly don't want to take the shot of vodka, but you know that you have to. Like, just concede.
I feel like I should just answer it.
I want you to answer it. Tell me.
I don't know.
I think you do know. That doesn't mean that I know. I just feel like you know.
Damn it.
Cheers.
This is my This is my Jamaica shot glass.
Love it. I
All
love
right.
it so much.
This
I feel like we
is
should
going
do
downhill
this.
real fast.
We should do this like twice a year. Like every 6 months, we should just play this game.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
All right, Ricki. How much money is currently in your bank account?
I feel like that's not fair. Because any other time I would answer that.
Oh.
But like, I'm moving and there are certain things that happen when you move and when you move for a reason.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna. I would literally any other time answer this question because I can't.
Damn,
say,
I'm good.
Because I can't say it's fucked up because I can't
Just
say
take the
like
shot.
that this amount is because of this and the rest is actually what I would normally.
No explanation. Oh.
You know my explanation though. Like you know what I'm saying because you know how radio works and you know how like our jobs work. Well, your previous job, my job now, possibly. Who knows?
Who knows? Wink, wink.
Stay tuned.
I can't believe you're taking whiskey shots after.
I don't think you understand that like I'm a whiskey girl and like I love whiskey so much and it's the only thing that really doesn't give me a hangover the next day.
Oh, I wish I could say the same.
Like it definitely fucks me up at the time, but it really doesn't give me that much of a hangover the next day. Whiskey and gin, which makes me kind of sound like an alcoholic because I think this is an alcoholic drink. My mom to this day gets so upset when I say that I love gin because she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Gin is disgusting, but I love gin. All right, cheers. I got 2 pickles. Hey, hey.
I don't think I would have ever bought this in a store, this sparkling hard tea, but it's pretty good. I'm like kind of annoyed that it's targeted towards females so much because it's fucking delicious.
So what you're saying is that you don't have a lover boy?
Can we get them as a sponsor because I want more of this?
I would love nothing more. Like,
but I work for an alcohol
that has
company.
To do with alcohol. Like,
I feel like that would be a conflict of interest for me.
So maybe we get the alcohol at your alcohol company to sponsor us then.
Yeah, why is
you keep saying no?
If my company listened to this podcast, I don't know if I would still have a job.
Okay, very solid point. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my last question that I have for you.
Okay.
You have one
I had
more,
a bonus
right?
one.
I started.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a bonus one in case you had extra.
Okay. I mean, like, I could probably think of one on the fly.
I don't know if I can handle another one.
Are you ready for this?
No.
Have you ever thought of someone else while fucking one of your girlfriends?
Oh. I like want to drink for this one, but it's just too easy to answer. Yes.
Who?
Oh, no. Who did I think of or which girlfriend?
Which one do you think I'm asking?
Which girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
that's my bonus question right there. So you can ask me another one. That's your bonus.
At that point in the relationship is when I know it's over.
I mean, yes, totally make sure you're not answering my question, though.
What was your question? I answered your question. I said yes.
Which girlfriend?
It's happened multiple times. Yeah, I'm like, that's how you know it's over if you're thinking about somebody else in bed.
Oh my God. Okay, who are they then? Which girlfriends?
No.
Take a shot.
No.
Take a shot.
Oh boy, I'm going like a 3/4 shot here.
You know what? I'll accept it.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers, Jake Ferd. Oh, my dad just came home with clothes for Tillian that are really cute. So I need to, like, if you're watching YouTube, you can see it. My nephew Tillian, yeah.
Ugh.
It's a shark. It says, looking sharp like daddy with shark fins.
Where did he get those? That's amazing.
And this one is a Batman themed one that says,
Baby pajamas.
By day, hero by night.
That's cute.
Baby
that looks
clothes
way
make
too
me
big
like,
for him.
No, oh my God, he's already in like 4-month-old clothes. And
What?
he's only
Isn't
2
he,
months old.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And then this one says,
I'm starting to feel this vodka.
This one's cute. It says, just a boy in love with his mama.
Oh, that's cute.
Which is cute. Yeah, he's a big baby.
He's a big baby.
My brother was a big baby too, so it makes sense.
Well, okay, so Ricki.
I was quite large for a girl. Okay, go ahead.
Well, that's funny because now you're tiny.
Weird how life works. Ew, don't
Ricki,
cough into the microphone.
So if you and AJ, your boyfriend, were not
Oh,
together,
Jesus fucking Christ. I already hate this. Don't eat those. Those are mine. Sorry, I'm yelling at my dad. Those are mine. No, they're gluten-free. You can't have them.
Ricki, pay attention.
Yeah, I'm paying
Okay,
attention. I had to
if
fight them off for
you
my treats.
if you and AJ were not in a relationship,
Uh-huh.
which of your guy friends would you be most likely to have sex with?
I should have never asked that fucking bonus question. I could have avoided this question.
No, this is not my bonus
As-
question.
It's not.
This is
Fuck.
my fifth one.
Fuck.
Yeah, you fucked up.
I know that you wouldn't take that I legitimately don't know as an answer, but I'm going to take a shot, but I legitimately don't know because I feel like it would be one of those things where it's like up in the air. Like it would just like fucking happen. And then I'd be like, oh God, I regret every point of this.
Mm.
Oh man, that was a
Shot
fucked up
time.
question.
Thank you.
My last
wish
one
I
was
thought of
fucked up
it.
too, though, so it's okay. Who thought of that one? I have a feeling it was Erica.
No,
Did
actually,
Erica think of that? You've been going to Erica for a lot of advice on things, and I feel like it was Erica that
I
did this
did
one.
ask her. I don't think it was. I think it was my friend Dan.
It fucking would be Dan.
Yeah, fucking Dan.
Dan.
My last one's like kind of fucked up, so like I don't even know if I want to ask it.
It's kind of like fucked up if you know it's fucked up. That makes me nervous.
I'm gonna have to
Because,
pass on that
like,
one.
You're gonna pass on the bonus? It's that bad?
It's a little bad.
Do you
Cheers.
ask it and do we both answer it and then like
No.
or we both don't answer it?
I can't
Do
do
you-
another shot.
Do you want to ask it and then
move on?
move on? Like we both
Yes.
won't answer it? Like we could both just take a shot afterwards? Or like a drink, whatever it is?
I'll do a half a shot. Well, it depends. You might answer it. Actually, no, I have an answer to it. I don't have to take. No, God, no, I don't.
That was what we call immediate regret. Okay,
I don't
answer.
know if I
ask
want to
it.
answer it now. Ask it now.
Ask it, and we're just gonna cheers our regular drinks. Or no,
Okay.
we'll do a half a shot. You said half a shot. We'll do a half a shot.
I might need to do a full shot after that answer. So my bonus question, Ricki, who, if there was no consequences, who would you kill?
Oh my God.
Yep, we're gonna have to take a shot for that one because I'm not gonna answer that shit. Cheers. Cheers to us,
Cheers.
motherfucker.
Anyone who's listening, if you're not driving or doing anything that would impair your fucked upness, take a shot to this because none of you
Yeah.
motherfuckers would answer this.
Don't drive. Cheers. Oh, I should have got water and faked it. This is horrible.
Okay,
Warm
I'll
vodka.
say the whiskey tastes worse when you make somebody laugh. Because I feel like it just went to a different part of my mouth that like I tasted a weird sensation.
I'm a lightweight, and I just took like 3.5 shots, and I finished this one Loverboy.
Okay, this is great because that's going to be a fantastic segue right now to the fact that you and I are going to brunch this upcoming weekend. So when this podcast comes out, that's Sunday
Yes.
with our friends because we're going to celebrate something.
Well, we're celebrating a lot of things.
A lot of things, but like one thing that we can talk about right now.
Yeah.
And also like the one thing that we can talk about right now is fine. But like I had said to myself driving home today, I was like, sorry, I'm like gonna burp.
You're a little drunk.
A little bit. So on my way home today well, I was driving home and I was like, I have a feeling that I'm gonna get really fucked up. And like I accept that as my fate.
At
So like
brunch?
I'm going into this brunch being like, I'm getting fucked up at this brunch.
Okay.
And then I was like, the other person at the brunch though, who has no like, not that you don't have any consequences because you have to work the next day. Or do you have to work the next day? Maybe you don't. I actually don't know. But my idea was like, I'm gonna get fucked up. And I was like, Jake's probably gonna get fucked up too. So I kind of want us both to just get really fucked up and have great content for the podcast
Well, it's gonna be easy to get fucked
and
up
just our
because
friendship.
it's friendship, whatever. But the podcast, yes.
The friendship.
Oh no, but it's unlimited. Well, it used to be unlimited mimosas or bellinis,
Okay.
but now they limited it to 1 bottle of sparkling wine per person.
Okay,
But that's
which means
still
that
a lot.
people used to get real fucked up because if you drank more than 1 bottle of sparkling wine, I almost said sparkling lime. I was like, sparkling lime? Sparkling wine means that like you're not well the next day.
Well, this brunch is intense. Like, I've blacked out at this brunch before.
I also feel like we're going to go to brunch and then we're going to go somewhere else afterwards.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Because that's how I have it in my head. So I may have just like exposed my secrets of how I plan on like working this.
Well, how are you going to get here?
AJ's coming.
Oh, is he going to DD for you?
Oh, yeah. He's going to be my DD.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. I did know he's coming.
He just turned around and smiled at me because he like knows that it's because we're celebrating something and he's going to be like, you should get fucked up and drunk.
That's
it's
true.
Your day.
You deserve it. I
So,
remember when
like,
I was in a
yeah.
relationship and you had to alternate the DD days.
Yeah, it's like when you,
Good
because
times.
most recently we had a whole hangout sesh with his friends and he got real fucked up and I was the DJ. So like you go back and forth and he just smiled, but he was also like, it's your day, so I'm gonna let it happen.
What the fuck are we celebrating? Ricki?
What are we celebrating?
Yeah, what the fuck are we celebrating?
So we're celebrating the fact that I am no longer unemployed.
Yes.
I got a job as the co-host of a morning show called The Woody and Jim Show in Nashville, Tennessee on 107.5 The River.
And what job have you been looking for the last however long?
That exact motherfucking job.
This is fucking wild.
That's literally what I've been looking for since I graduated college. I've been looking for a morning show position, and that's all I've ever wanted and all I've been working towards. And all of my other jobs have been amazing. I loved all of my other jobs. That is not putting down any of my previous jobs, but my goal was always morning radio. I always want to be in morning radio. We both interned at Elvis. That's how we know each other, and how this podcast came about was through that. And that's always just like what I've wanted. And that's really fucking hard to get to. Like, to be honest, and Jake knows this and he vouched for this, it's really hard to get to this point in radio. And I don't applaud myself often, but I worked really fucking hard to get to this point. And I'm so beyond excited. Like, I'm so excited. Almost to the point where I'm like, it can't be real and this can't actually be happening because it's so good.
Well, 2 things that I have to say. 1, there was a point in time where I thought you were just going to give up on your dream of doing radio. And obviously that is amazing that you didn't give up because it ended up working out. And, we always say everything always works out for the best. And this is proof of that. But also, what was my other point?
It's a vodka.
I've had too much alcohol. I don't remember.
No, but you're right. And to be honest with you, like there has been, even before I got my job at Zach Sang in LA, there's been so many moments. Do you remember? Say it now because you're going to forget it again.
I am going to forget. Okay, so when you told me that when you had met with these people, you like knew, right? There was like something in your gut. You were like, this is it. Like we just clicked so much. And that's how I got my current job, because my current boss and I just clicked like right away. And I just knew that was it, right? Excuse me.
100%. It's like your gut talking. It's your gut talking though. And
we do not listen to our gut enough, but your gut was so right with this one. You were like, we just click so well. And there's been other ones where it's like, it was good. But this one, I kind of had no doubt that it was going to happen, because you were just like, yeah, it was great. Like, it was fucking awesome. Like, we clicked and everybody liked me. And I was like, I don't know why they liked you, but like, they liked me. And then
understandable.
It just
First
happened.
thought to have.
And then they fought for you, and however long it's been of you like making this happen, and then it happened. It's wild, and you're moving to freaking Nashville. Like what?
It's so crazy because like so when we're recording this is on a Tuesday, and this is also the same day that I talked a little bit on Carla Marie and Anthony's Twitch channel about this. You should definitely go follow them and definitely go listen to them. Carla Marie and Anthony on Twitch. Go do that now. So the other thing though is like they asked me all these questions, and I was like, ooh, you're gonna have to listen to the podcast and all the answers. But I had so many questions coming through on the chat where like obviously people don't know the process that people go through in radio to get their jobs, at least like on-air jobs. So I was like, I should definitely touch on that in the podcast. Just give everybody an idea. This has been in the works for like 2.5 months. I think I came to Jake about this, and it doesn't feel that long. Jake's making a crazy face right now, like, oh my God, it's been that long. It definitely doesn't feel that long because you weren't the one that was like fully in it. But it's been going on for like 2 months, 2.5 months.
Wait,
it's a whole full-fledged process.
It went on for so long that I forgot that it was a thing at one point.
Yes, yes, exactly. At one point, you were like, I had said to you, I think I got the job. And you were like, what job? And I was like, what?
Like, what are you talking about?
I was like, what do you mean? And then I was like, the job in Nashville. And at first you were like, you never fucking told me about this. And I was like, oh my God, did I not tell you about this? Because it's also such a weird process where you don't tell that many people because you have to sign a contract. You have to go through contract negotiations before you sign the contract and like all of these conversations and things like that. You have to audition. Like there's so many things that you go through before actually getting the job that you don't tell many people because anything can happen. Like if I mentioned every time I auditioned for a show, y'all would be like, are you okay? Like, should you do radio? Because I've auditioned for so many shows. But that's the process you go through because it's all about a connection. It's all about a vibe. It's all about a talent that they're looking for because everyone's looking for the right kind of person for their specific show, and you're not necessarily it every time. So it got so long that you literally were like, you didn't tell me about that. And I was like, oh my God, I really think I did, but maybe I didn't because I didn't tell that many people until today. As we're recording this, today was the day that I announced it. And today was the day that a lot of my friends are like, what the fuck? Like, when are you leaving? Like, we're so excited for you, but also when are you leaving? And I'm leaving in a week. So they're like, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. At the point of this podcast, I leave in 7, 8, 9, 10 days, 11 days from this point when we're recording.
When are you leaving?
This. I leave April 17th. And it's so soon and so close, but it's so weird because for everybody else, it seems so soon. But for me, I'm like, I've been talking about this for 2 months to everybody that's involved. But the process of auditioning and doing everything for a morning show is like you apply, obviously. And I had applied literally randomly. I've been unemployed since last July. So since then, I would actually, no, I'm not going to say since once I actually was let go. I'm going to say I didn't start looking for places until about 2 months after that because I went through a very long phase of feeling bad for myself, feeling sorry for myself. It was the first time that I've ever been let go from a job.
Yeah,
and even though, yeah, like I wasn't okay. I actually, and I've said this to you and I've said this to other people like Carla Marie and Anthony, where I was like, I talked about it on the podcast before I was actually genuinely ready to talk about the fact that I was let go. I worked so fucking hard and I've had this dream for so long, and to be let go, even though I know it didn't have anything to do with me per se, still fucked with me really hard. Like I went through a lot of emotional turmoil myself and a lot of imposter syndrome, which I had prior to that, but a lot of imposter syndrome, a lot of self-worth situations. And just like you said about me not giving up, I went through moments where I was like, okay, I tried it. Maybe I'm supposed to like not do it anymore. Maybe I'm supposed to give up. Nice. I love that. You're like, let's break up the monotony of this. But basically, it was just like a very hard time for me. It was mentally straining. And it really fucked with me, even though I didn't fully say it fucked with me. It really fucked with me. So that was hard.
It's like a breakup.
Yes. Oh, totally. And like a breakup to a point where you put so much of your self-worth in it because you're like, this is my career. This is everything I've worked towards. I went to college for this. I paid money to get a degree in this. I paid money for my internship even. Like I spent so much money to be an intern at Elvis Duran, which I would never take back in a million motherfucking years because that is how I started. And if it wasn't for David Brody, I don't know where I would be. Honestly, he saw something in me that kickstarted this whole career for me. And I'm so thankful to him. I don't even have like the fucking words to say how thankful I am to him for that. But I spent so much money with that internship. And on top of that, my parents too. Like there were times that my dad drove me into New York City. My mom drove me into New York City because I didn't have money to pay for parking because I lived close enough, but not close enough where it was easy for me to get there. And they would drive me into the city during the summer because so I had interned with Elvis during a spring semester when we both started. I think you started that semester too, right? Spring?
I don't know.
Okay, so I think we both started the same semester, but in different realms of it. You started in video. I started under Carla Marie. So you started under Anthony and I started under Carla Marie, right? Or no, Ronnie. You started with Ronnie. That's right. You started with Ronnie. And for the spring semester, I lived in New York City. So it was easy. I'm like, oh, no brainer. I lived in Brooklyn. It was so easy for me to get downtown. But the summer semester, because I didn't graduate on time because I transferred so many times, they asked me to stay on, and there were moments where I couldn't afford parking or NJ Transit to get into the city to do this because I would have to drive to NJ Transit and then take NJ Transit into Penn Station and then downtown, or drive to the PATH station in Jersey City or Hoboken and then take the PATH station to downtown and then walk. So like, it's very expensive. And there were times where I just didn't have the money. And my parents, not that they didn't want to give it to me, and in certain cases they did, but sometimes they were like, we can't. So we'll just drive you. So it'd be like 3 a.m. that they were waking up to drive me into New York City. Yes. To get ready to drive me into New York City to make sure I was there on time and do my job. And I'm so thankful to them. I'm so thankful to everybody at Elvis. I'm so thankful for all my friends, Carla Marie, Anthony, like everybody that supports me. You've been with me since the very which is the coolest and craziest part, don't you think? Like you've been with me since the start.
We've been through a shitload together.
Like so much. And it's wild, just career-wise so much. And then outside of that, obviously by being friends so much. But like we started as interns. And it's so wild to see where we are right now.
And the next few months is going to be so insane for both of us. And the fact that we're keeping this going, which like, I guess that's another thing to tell people.
Yes.
We're not ending it this time when you get a new job and something else is happening in my life.
Your girl fought real hard for this shit and we're going to keep fucking going. We're doing 20-somethings, doing nothing until we get to a point where we're like, okay, we have to stop.
But like, we're going to, like, shit's getting real for both of us this year. Mm-hmm. So this podcast is only going to get better.
I agree 100%. It's all like so crazy.
You said something very important, that David Brody, you like found him, he believed in you, right?
Can I actually like ask the question, and then I'm going to tell you the craziest story of how I even got the internship, because I don't even know if everybody knows that. But go ahead, ask this question first.
So it's not a question, but it's more of a point where that is so important. And that's why you need to network so hard. And networking isn't just like connecting with someone and then moving on. It's keeping up with people. Mm-hmm. Because Brody kept asking me to come back. And let's be real. The reason they kept asking me to come back is because I was a great intern and I made their lives easier, right? Not because they're like, wow, Jake has a future here. They're like, wow, Jake makes our lives a lot easier. So let's have him work for us for free.
They also saw... I think they also saw the potential in you. And even if you didn't necessarily stay with them, they were like, let's just like keep him on because he's really you were so good at what you did. Whether it was with Ronnie or like what you did video editing, you were so good at both of them. So obviously everyone wants to keep you on because they're like, okay, even if there's not a potential here in this essential like show, let's keep him as long as we can.
So when I was looking for my new job that I currently have, well, yeah, Scary connected me with I like applied for this job and I was like, do you know anybody here? And he's like, yeah, I would like connect with this dude. Let me connect you with him. I had a phone call with this guy and I don't know what the fuck it was, but he believed in me so hard from this one phone call, right? And that reminded me when you said Brody believed in you, because like all it takes is that one person, right? Like you could apply to 1,000 jobs and not get any of them. So many fucking jobs, and it can be so draining on your mental health. But you just need to
like
find that person.
debilitating at points, like
right,
like seriously debilitating.
But you find that one person, like yours was Brody and mine was Brody for the morning show, and then this guy Justin, who was like my freaking savior, right? Like I don't know what it was, but there's people that would just believe in you, and when that happens, just don't let that shit go.
Facts.
Because that's so powerful. And look, that's why you are getting this freaking job that you've been dreaming of for so many years, because of this one person that believes in you, right? And obviously there's so many other decisions and so many other things that you've done to help with that.
Of course. Yeah.
But it always leads back to somebody believing in you.
Definitely.
Which is wild.
Which I think is like, the point is like, go for that job interview. Go for that random networking, whatever it is. Go to somewhere when someone mentions something randomly about your business or whatever it is. Say, oh, that's what I do. Like, vouch for yourself, because you don't know when those moments will come up and when that Brody is for you. Like, you don't know when that is. So just always like advocate for yourself. When I applied for the morning show, to this day, I say, like, I wasn't supposed to get that position. Like, I was not supposed to be an intern.
Why?
So I transferred colleges. I went to one college, left that college because they asked me to leave because I did so poorly the one semester, because I literally went through a phase of like, fuck college, fuck everything. I had one of my best friends die of a drug overdose. There was a lot going on with me where I was mentally just like, I don't know if I even want to stay in college. Yeah, even Jake's having a moment of like, I didn't know this, because I don't talk about it very often. I genuinely don't talk about it very often, because it took me a long time to get to a point where I could talk about it without crying and like feeling self-loathing and just sadness. I went to a college and I was obviously like so gung-ho about college, and I was so excited to go to college. And I was going to a college that paid me a lot of money to go to college because I was a pretty good student in high school. I applied for every scholarship you could possibly imagine. And then the second semester, one of my best friends died of an overdose. And I was also having moments of, I can't say that that's entirely why. It's only a fraction of it, because I went through a lot of moments of like, what do I want to do? I don't really know what I want to do. And none of the things that they're offering me seem like something I want to pursue. So it was a college that had very limited options. And I really like, not that I stopped giving a shit, but I didn't care as much. I let my grades slip and they asked me to leave. Like full-fledged sent me a letter being like, we're asking you to do an academic, like, you have to not come for like a semester or whatever, and then reapply. I fought it because there was a professor that was like really fucked up and really rude of me and gave me the wrong, I think she gave me the wrong grade at the end of the year. She thought I was a different student, which also just kind of leads you to like, I get why you left. Like, that's why I left. She thought I was a different student and didn't pay attention to who I was and gave me an entirely different grade. So I left because I was like, fuck this place. They tried to get me to leave, fought it. I had all these emails of her calling me a different name for a different student and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't think that grade is mine. Not that my grade was great. It was not the grade that she gave me, though. So I fought it. They were going to let me back. Everything was fine and dandy. But I was like, fuck this place, because if she's going to do that, then I'm not getting a great education. And also, I don't even fucking know if I want to go to college at this point. Like, what do I want to do with my life? So I left and I went to county college, got my associate's degree in journalism. And then that's when I left and I went to Pace University in New York City, where I got my bachelor's. And when I was in Pace, I went because both my grandparents live in the Bronx. And my grandparents, my dad, and my brother, we would all meet at the corner diner by where I lived on Clark Street in Brooklyn, and Clark and Henry, like the cross streets. And we were at breakfast. And prior to that, I just want you to know that I applied to a bunch of colleges and none of them allowed me in, even though I had like I don't even remember what it was, like a 3.4 GPA, which is a good GPA, but no one would let me in. Like everyone denied me except for Pace. So I went to Pace and I was like, fuck it, whatever. What am I going to do? And we were at breakfast, actually. I went out the night before and my dad was like, you're fucking hungover at breakfast. What are you doing with your life? How have you not gotten an internship yet? What do you even want to do? Why are you even going to college? Like all of these things that I was like, you can go fuck yourself because I'm very hungover and I'm not mentally equipped for this conversation. And also my dad flunked out of college. So I was like, you have no room to talk to me about any of these things because you literally fucking flunked. And you took 4 classes and you flunked. I am taking right now, because I had transferred so many times, I was like, I am taking 6 classes. That is a lot for someone. And I had a radio show at Pace. So I was like, I'm doing a lot of shit. Like, you don't know what the fuck it's about. So I literally got up from the table and I said, fuck this conversation and fuck you, because I got so mad. And I walked across the street, went into my dorm, went upstairs, and I looked for internships. And I saw Elvis Duran in the morning show was looking for internships, and it was the last day to apply. So I applied.
No
and the next
way.
day, yep. And the next day, and it literally sounds like a movie. And I swear to you on my fucking life that this is true. That the next day, I got an email from the interns, because the interns deal with like submissions. Got an email from an intern saying, oh my God, we'd love to interview you, blah, 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 whatever. And I said, amazing, whatever day at whatever time, because I was just like, I'll just skip class. I don't even fucking care at this point. That's crazy. And they didn't get back to me for a week. So I followed up and I was like, hey, you said you want to interview me. So what's up? What's going on here? And Brody actually emailed me personally and said, I'm so sorry. My interns let this slip through the cracks. I have 1 slot available at this time. Can you come in? And I was like, no problem. I'm there. And when I went to the interview, I walked in, and I'll never forget this because John Mayer was there. And Brody goes, oh, John Mayer. And I was like, yeah, I saw that. Crazy. And he was like, yeah. And I was just kind of like, so where are we going for this interview? Like, I paid no mind to it, kind of thing. And we did the interview. And I remember going to the interview and being like, and I said this to all of my friends, like all my friends at the time can vouch for me, that I had said, there's no way in hell I'm getting this internship because I'm the last one that they're interviewing. Like, there's no way they're going to hire me. They've definitely picked everybody already. And I went to this interview and Brody was like, once we sat down, he goes, I haven't hired anybody yet. And I was like, is he lying to me to make me feel better, or what's the deal? We had a 2-hour-long interview. I spoke to his wife on the phone. It was like a whole thing. And at the end, I will literally, I feel like, never forget this in my life. If I ever win an award for radio or an award in general for anything entertainment-wise, I think I'm going to have to bring this up. He, at the end, had said to me, I know this is your first interview for an actual job, because I had never done a legitimate ass interview for any job in my life before that. And he was like, so my one piece of advice would be, and in my head, like my stomach sunk to my butthole. I was like, I'm going to throw up. I fucked this up somehow. How did I fuck this up? And he goes, I'm just kidding. You're the first person I'm hiring. Welcome to the family. And shook my hand. And I was like, okay. I shit myself. I literally shit myself. I was like, what? And I will never forget, and you can vouch for me again about this, that our building is in the AT&T building, like where Elvis Duran is. And I got in the elevator and I went to, because the subway is right underneath. And I went to the subway and I sat there and to myself, I said, holy fuck. Did that actually happen or did I like make that up in my head? And then I went, oh my God, that actually happened. And then I was like, oh my God, I have an internship at Elvis Duran in the morning show. And then I was like, who the fuck am I? What the fuck is going on? Like, is life real? Like, I had like a whole moment of like, I don't even know if that happened. And then I got to my dorm and I called my dad and I called my mom and everybody was so excited. And it was just like, is this real though? Like, it didn't feel real until I got there. And it was like, okay, Carla Marie had like a whole initiation thing that she did. And then I was like, oh my God, this is real. So crazy.
I've never heard the full story.
Mm-hmm. I don't talk about it often.
I think we should do an episode where we have Brody on and you talk to Brody, and then I have the guy Justin that believed in me on.
I think that would be
I think it could be really helpful for people listening.
Totally. And I hope that this story, now that I'm finally saying it, because it's not that I didn't want to talk about it. I just didn't ever have a reason to. And right now is the reason to. So if that's your reason to keep doing what you're doing or to apply for that job that you don't think that you fucking deserve, because I in no way thought I deserved that internship. And that's the only internship I applied to. I literally applied, closed my laptop and said, okay, I'm hungover, so now's my time for a nap. And I took a nap and it just worked out. And it's like, I look back on that now where I am and I'm like, holy shit.
Right, because how many jobs have you applied to in the last like 2 years?
So many.
And since you got let go of your other job.
So many.
Right.
So many since I left Elvis even. So many since I got let go. So many just in general. And so many of them didn't work out. And my point was that like you had said, I'm so proud of you for not giving up. Or like I thought you would have given up by now because typically like people give up. I know so many people in communications that just gave up. And they went and got a different job. And I get that because you go do that because you're like, this isn't going to work for me. I didn't do that. And so many times I thought about doing it. And every time I thought about doing it is when something like this happened. So sometimes like life works in crazy ass ways and don't sell yourself short is basically my point. Like I didn't have an insane amount of experience. I had just enough. And in my head, I was like, there's no way they're going to actually accept me because I don't have enough. So like you're your biggest critic and you're always going to have self-doubt and you're always going to have imposter syndrome like I do where I'm like, I don't deserve this. What the fuck? And the point is like, just fucking do it. Apply for whatever it is. Talk to that person that you're uncomfortable talking to because you feel like you're not at the same level as them. Whatever it is, because like you said, all there has to be is that one fucking person that goes, yep. I see something, even if like they don't know what it is. And I've never asked Brody, like, why did you hire me? Like, well, I don't know why. And we should definitely do that on the podcast. Like, I think that's a great idea. But like, I never asked him why. I never asked like why me in front of everybody else. I never asked like how or anything like that. I just was like, oh my God, what? And then it was like, okay, let's fucking do this. Yeah. And that's how you should approach life is like, take chances, do the things that make you uncomfortable, apply for the job that you don't feel like you're fucking qualified for because sometimes all it takes is that one person or that one meeting and that one conversation for that person to change your entire fucking life. Because I literally don't know where I would be right now. I don't know if I'd be in radio. I may not. I may be doing something fucking else where I'm miserable. Who the fuck knows? So I owe a lot to him. I owe a lot to that internship. I owe a lot to Zach Sang as well because I went to so many auditions after auditions after auditions and so many of those like you're perfect for this and then it turned out that it didn't work out but Zach gave me a chance and so I'm forever grateful to him as well.
I need to go grab my laptop charger so it doesn't die, but I have a thought. Hang on.
Okay, go. But you guys have to follow your dreams, really, honestly, truly, because this has always been my dream. My dream has always been to be part of a morning show. I have even further dreams of this that hopefully one day I get to. And it's just very cool. It's cool for me even though I have like imposter syndrome and I'm like very self-deprecating. I'm like excited. I am proud of myself. This is a big deal.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. There's one person that you didn't mention, and that's yourself. Like, holy shit, you need to be so fucking proud of yourself right now because
Oh.
Brody got you wherever, and then Zach Sang believed in you, but like you only got this job because you kept believing in yourself. And there was a point where I was like, oh shit, like, did we start the podcast up again too early? Like, do you like need time to do your thing? And you did, like, you needed time. And we still did it, but like you took time and you like did whatever you needed to do. But like, people look at us, I feel, differently than a lot of people. But at the end of the day, you and I are an average human,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Everyday normal person.
Like, you and I are just another fucking person walking down the street. We buy our groceries at the fucking grocery store. Like, the only thing that sets us apart from other people is that we get what we want. And we get what we want because we work fucking hard for it. And we don't just make excuses. You know? Like, we
Absolutely.
fucking work for it. And whether that's
Absolutely.
like taking some time to do your own thing, or you get disappointed or you get discouraged because you've applied to a million jobs and nobody's getting back to you, which happens to fucking everyone. Literally has happened to both of us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard sometimes to keep moving and keep doing what you want to do if it's not working out. But like, at the end of the day, it's what brings you happiness. Right.
100%.
And I think what is really, really good about what you and I are doing right now, right, and what you are doing and what I'm going to announce hopefully next week is that we're doing things for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we are focusing on us. And you are super lucky because you have AJ to go along with the ride with you, right? Like,
Yes.
I'm going on this ride alone, but that's what I need, right? Like,
100%.
I need to be alone. And it's so important to just fucking focus on yourself. And some people just don't do that. But life is so damn short.
Way too fucking short.
And there's things that I want to do that I'm not doing right now. And who knows, maybe in a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, I'll do those things. But like, if you take anything from this episode, it's just do what you want to fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to work out, you know, and if it doesn't, then you do something else.
Totally, 100%. And I think that all comes down to also your gut, because your brain and your gut go against each other quite often. And in all of the moments that I thought about like giving up on everything and just being like, I'm not meant for radio and this isn't for me. And my famous quote that I would tell people is like, I love radio, but that doesn't mean that radio loves me back. Which is like something that I've learned from relationships where you can love somebody or you can really care about somebody. And that doesn't mean that they care about you back. And I looked at radio as a relationship where I was like, I love you. And you're basically keep telling me that I am not good enough for you, kind of in a way. But that was just because I wasn't good enough for the right person or the right station or the right group. And that's okay.
Right. I thought you were going to find something else. Like, honestly, I thought something else was going to come your way and radio was not going to be it. And you know what? Radio was it. And that's what you wanted, which is fucking insane. Like, absolutely insane, especially in this world today where there's so many ways in to what you want to do. But somehow you
the
fucking
other part.
found the job.
Like, that's the other reason why I feel like it's so meant to be too, is like, there are so many people without a job right now. There are so many people applying for jobs. There are so many talented motherfuckers out there who also lost their job because of something that's just tragic and happening in our world right now. And I respect all of them so much that I was like, I don't know if I'm it. And if I'm not, I get it. Like, there's a very talented pool of people right now applying for jobs, and that's okay. And so the fact that I got this was like my reassurance. Oh my God, I can't speak. My reassurance that I needed in this moment. And I think it only happens to you when you feel like you need it. Like, I applied to Elvis Duran in the morning show and I didn't know if I was going to get it. I literally did it. It was like, there's no way I'm fucking getting this shit. And then I got it. And that was my like reinforcing and reassurance moment of like, yes, this is what you're supposed to do. Because I love doing my show for our radio station at our college. And I just didn't know if that was actually what I was supposed to do. And that was like, no, this is what you're supposed to do. And then I graduated. I did a million other things. I lost so many opportunities because they just weren't the right fit. And then I think I said to you, I was ready to give up and applied to Zach Sang. There we go. So life works in crazy ways too. So like it'll let you know where you're supposed to go. Because for me, I was like, and I don't know how everybody else feels, and I'm not insanely religious. I went to Catholic school my whole life, so I have a very interesting relationship with God and organized religion. But I do believe in God. And God and I have our own path and our own kind of situation where I talk to him constantly and we have conversations all the time, like in my head kind of thing, like where I pray to him. And I had actually, when it came to contract negotiations, because you go to audition, you go for an initial interview, like you apply, initial interview, then you have auditions, then it's, if you get picked, it's contract negotiations, then it's signing. Like there's so many things that go into this that I remember when it came time for contract negotiations, I had actually sat in my bed and I was just like, hey, everybody, like all the people that have passed away in my life, I was like, you're all my angels. And if I'm supposed to do this, then you're going to give me the sign that I'm supposed to do this. And if not, then that's also okay. Like it's going to suck for a little while, but I've gotten through every other one. It'll be okay. And then 2 days later, everything worked out the way that it was supposed to. And it was just kind of like, what the fuck? But everything works the way it's supposed to, whether it's God or it's the universe or whatever it is. You have to put forth what it is that you want, though. So, like sitting there and second guessing and questioning and doing all of those things that we do as humans is not worth it. You need to just sit down and say, I want to fucking do this. And if your way of making that happen is manifesting, which I have done in so many occasions, I have candles that I light, all sorts of stuff to manifest what it is that I want. If it's praying to God, if it's praying to Allah, if it's praying to whatever your ultimate power is, whatever it is that you have to sit there and do it. Because it's fucking worth it. Sitting there and questioning yourself, sitting there and thinking about other things, all the ways it can go wrong is what fucks you up and is so just not worth it in the end. No one's gotten by second guessing themselves.
But also, I feel like that's necessary sometimes.
Oh, it's part of life. And that's what I'm saying. It's part of the human nature. But it's second guessing yourself and then saying, fuck that shit, and slapping yourself in the face and being like, okay, now I have to do this. It's letting yourself move past that point. That is the ultimate goal. Because then once you move past that point is when I think every time the most amazing things have happened to me. Like, my dad yelled at me and I was like, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm going to do something about it. So I applied to these places and I was like, I have the balls to apply to Elvis Duran in the morning show. And then I fucking got it. I had the balls to apply for Zach Sang, even though I doubted myself in so many other occasions. And I said, what else do I have to lose? And then got that. And then this job with Woody and Jim, same deal. Like it's getting past that point of second guessing yourself where you know who you truly are. And that's when things happen for you. That's my end opinion.
You just got to, like, at the end of the day, it's you make the opportunity for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Because you give yourself the opportunity to have that opportunity. Because if you don't,
right? If you just sit back and you're
rut.
like, right? If you're like, oh, I wish I was doing this or I wish I was doing that, you're just gonna keep wishing.
Mm-hmm. Cheers to that, Jakeford.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Cheers to following dreams. As crazy as they may be.
Life, I always say life's too short, you know? Like, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's too fucking short. If you don't wake up, I don't wake up every day right now and I'm like, oh, I fucking love what I do. But like, do I hate it? No.
More on that next week.
Yeah. I'm like, do I have friends that wake up every day and they're like, fuck.
Oh my God, I have so many friends that are miserable in their jobs, hate their jobs. And it's like, why live that way?
I wish I was just loaded so that I could just pay for people to live their dreams.
I know. I feel the same fucking way, which I think is why we support small businesses so hard, because that is the way for us to give money for people to just live their dreams. And if there was a bigger way for us to do that, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, the dreams that we want to live also don't pay us very much money.
For real. I guess what I think about when I think about what I want to do ultimately. Well, I don't know what I want to do ultimately, but what I want to do next. I'm like, what is stopping me from doing what I want to do? And that's a good exercise to do with yourself.
Typically,
right?
the answer is yourself.
Yes. Or, I've had people that are like, oh, well, I have this relationship and there's kids involved and whatever. There's some things that hold you down for real.
Of course. Or family members that you need to take care of, which all totally makes sense. But more often than not, like 80% of the time, it's you that holds yourself back.
Right. If you're listening to this right now and you're still listening, which is amazing. Thank you for sticking with us for so long.
I know. I think this is like the longest episode we've ever done.
But it's important because if you're listening to this and you're like, fuck, my dream is X, Y, and Z, and it's like, ask yourself for real, why are you not doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And there might be legitimate reasons that are stopping you. You have children or you have whatever, you're in so much debt that you don't even know how to handle it right now. And that's life, it's like, you'll figure it the fuck out. But if you're in a situation, if you're listening to us right now and you're in a situation where you don't have things holding you back and you are in a financial situation where like you could choose to make a stupid decision for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you waiting for? You could walk outside tomorrow and get hit by a bus.
Facts. Straight up.
And then how pissed off would you be when you're in heaven or whatever the fuck you believe that you're like, shit.
Or even so just being like, or even so just growing old and having that moment of like,
ugh.
I had all these dreams. Like I listened most recently, I had my grandparents over and I had a conversation with my grandpa about what I'm doing. He's like, I want to know all about it. Like, what is it? How do you do this? This, that, this, that, this, that. And he actually said to me, he's like, I feel like I was supposed to pursue acting and I never did. My grandpa's 85 years old. He's like, I never did it. I did other things that were safer. Like he went for more safe ideas. And there's nothing putting that down. It's just that I look at him at 85 and he looks at me being like, I could tell, even though he can't say it and he hasn't said it because he's that kind of person, I could tell that he's so proud of me for doing the abnormal. You know what I mean? Doing the thing that didn't seem like it was tangible. Like for him, that was acting. And for me, it would be radio. And he's just like fascinated by the fact that I could do that. And he applauds me for the fact that I can do that. He enforces that in his own way, like for Christmas, which we didn't get to have until recently because of COVID, he got me this necklace that I'm wearing right now. And on the necklace, it says, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, like repeated multiple times. And he was like, I just saw it. And I thought, that's Ricki. And I was like, that's so cool. Like he looks at me as like someone that did everything almost in a way that he couldn't do. And not that he didn't live a fulfilling life or a great life, but like he has regrets, and I don't ever want to have regrets. I never want to look back on my life at 85 or 90 or 100 and be like, what if I did this? What if I did that? Like, I don't want to live that way. I want to try to avoid that as much as possible.
It's a good lead into next week's conversation.
Ah, yes. Next week's conversation is going to be interesting
so
too.
So excited.
All right, let's wrap up the podcast because we've been way too long this episode.
Oh my God.
With shower thoughts.
Oh God. Just drunk shower thoughts.
Drunk shower thoughts. We're like we're like having a shower beer at this point, like seriously hanging out. It's like spring break.
My drink is not even cold anymore. We've been doing this so long.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first? Are you ready to get in the shower?
First. I'm ready to get in the shower.
Are you in the shower? We're in the shower. We're in the shower. The water's flowing. Yeah, there we go. That's how we know we're in the shower.
So nice.
You go first, Jake.
You ever think about like who your doctor goes to, like who's your doctor's doctor, and then it keeps going, you know? It's like who's your doctor's doctor's doctor. And then if you kept going and then you went to that person that you would eventually found, is that like the ultimate doctor?
Okay, so that was my first thought when you said doctor's doctor, doctor. And I was like, why am I not going to the doctor's doctor's
Why
doctor?
are we not going to the ultimate doctor?
That would be a lot for one person, though.
But somebody goes to that person.
Right. And I kind of want to be that person to go to the doctor's doctor's doctor.
Like who does every time I get a new person who does my hair, I'm like, who does your hair?
Right. Yes. But I don't
'Cause
think
my
that way
dude-
because my hairdresser is amazing.
Yeah,
Alexa
same.
DiNapoli in Wayne, New Jersey, just in case anybody's curious. DiNapoli
My dude,
Studio. She's phenomenal.
Yen in Hoboken at Hoboken Hair for Men. I've been going to him for 5 years and I'm really sad I have to leave him. But like, who the fuck does his hair?
Wait, my Alexa started talking?
Oh, because you said Alexa, right?
Yeah. God damn it, Alexa. I had to whisper it. Alexa DiNapoli at DiNapoli Studio is amazing. Hey, Wayne, New Jersey. Okay, my shower
What are you
thought
thinking in the shower?
is the fact that we tell someone, typically the fact that we tell someone not to be selfish is actually us being selfish.
Holy shit.
Right? Like, how fucked up is that? Normally, like, don't be selfish. And it's like, because I'm being selfish about the way that I feel about something.
Whoa.
And I thought that was like a good, just like, hey, everybody, think about what you say next time.
Also be selfish.
In certain situations. In others, be kind.
Do you know why I'm so happy right now? Because
Why?
I'm being selfish.
Well, but we're going to hear more about that next week where that makes sense. Right now, it sounds bad, but it's not.
This is a great episode.
I'm excited for next episode too, because there's going to be a lot that comes out as well next episode. A lot of deep thoughts and a lot of conversations about big life moments that I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to. So I'm really excited.
I hope
Also,
that
I just want to
like,
say, okay, wait, you say first.
No, I was just going to say, I hope that like this episode or any other episode we did, that we do helps people to make decisions for themselves.
Yeah, of course. We do our episodes with the idea of like, we're going through these things or we have these thoughts and everyone else probably does too, or a few people at least do. And that's why we do it, because we want to let you guys know that like you're not alone, because you're not. We all go through these things together as 20 somethings, 30 somethings, 40 somethings, 50 somethings, 60 somethings, whatever it is. We all kind of go through these things together and we want it to be enlightening for you. But I was going to say, I'm just really excited that we're going through these things together. And I know that sounds really sappy, but I actually mean it. And I think it's really cool that we've been with each other during this whole journey for each other.
Don't do this to me while I'm drunk.
And it's like really kind of like honestly very emotional for me. And I'm kind of getting teary-eyed. So like I don't blame you for getting teary-eyed. But like there's been so much that like, because today we talked about me. So there's been so much that I've gone through emotionally and career-wise that I've talked to you about and vented to you about and FaceTimed you at random hours about. And I just think it's so cool that this random internship that we both applied to created this amazing friendship. And I'm so lucky and so happy. And that's all I want to say.
We never
And I'm
like each
crying right
other.
now. And next week you can go fuck yourself.
No, I really hope that I don't know. You know, there's so many podcasts where people are just they're not real humans. And what I love about this podcast is that we are, you know, super similar to everyone that's listening. Because we're not people with 1 million followers on Instagram, and we don't look at ourselves as influencers. Like, what the fuck? You know?
No.
So it's like our lives are pretty on par with your life listening to this right now. you know, and whether it's that you're in a job that you hate, or you're in a job that you love, or you're in a job that you're trying to get out of,
Or
or
go through
whatever the
relationship
situation it is. Right.
issues or family problems, whatever it is.
Man, your 20s. This is wild. We've been doing this for a long time. 20s
So
is fucking
crazy.
awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I feel like our 30s are going to be even better. So, like, this is going to be great to see the progression because we don't plan on stopping this anytime soon.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, nice burp.
Thanks.
Oh my God. Is this his way of telling me that he does plan on stopping soon? And I'm just kind of like making this up.
No, this is going to be great. We got big things. And hopefully everyone joins us for the ride, because this next year is going to be
Something else.
wild.
Hell
Fucking
yeah.
wild.
Hell yeah.
Like, if you're not living the life you want to live, at least join us for this, because we're about to live the lives we want to live.
It's going to be crazy. Okay, do your spiel and let's end it. It's already been an hour and a half, which is like almost double what we normally do for our podcast.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone that has texted us this week and has had our back. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you'll understand more next week. But I've learned that our listeners are very loyal to us, and I love them a lot.
Are.
And I always said that I would never say I love them, but I do. You can text us at 201-588-5139. Follow us on all of social media at 20SDN Podcast. And if you could share, maybe not this episode. Well, maybe this episode. If you could share an episode.
Would be really good.
Yeah, this was
one
good.
to
This was a good one to
share.
share. Share this episode with somebody that needs the fucking punch in the face to do what they want to do.
Yeah, whoever your friend is who's second guessing themselves, or even if it's you or whatever it is, fucking share that shit, because
If it's you that's second guessing yourself, save the shit.
listen to
Take
it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen to it again.
100%.
Because it's real. And we're not saying, oh, everything's going to, like, you know, everything just happens for the, like, everything's amazing.
Oh,
if this episode doesn't prove
hard.
that, like, there's some shitty times, like,
Yeah.
there's some shitty times.
It's been hard. I've been rejected more than I've been accepted. And
nobody likes rejection.
No, absolutely not. You just got to keep fucking pushing.
Yep.
And we love you. And this is amazing. And we'll catch you next week.
See you next. Oh, I just spilled my drink.
Great.
Oh, shit. I just spilled this all over my fucking laptop.
Am I surprised? No. Can't say I am.